Hey everyone, it's Heather Legge here again, and confession time for Heather. I am not meeting my own expectations lately, and well, it feels icky, and I've been feeling a little disgusted with myself. So why put it on video? One might ask. And it's not that I have this compelling urge to share my weakness with everyone, but with all these amazing women, business owner clients, and other successful people running businesses that I work with, and I get to know them, and I see that we're all struggling with the same things. We're not always meeting all of our own expectations, and it's of course because we're not perfect. And I'm still working through a lot of issues with perfectionism and my inner control freak and learning how to love myself and being vulnerable. So I guess this video is a little bit of all those things rolled into one, and a little bit of a message of sometimes we feel like this. We just feel icky, and I fully have been indulging myself in a summer jack around mode. And there's some fair reasons for that, and I don't regret it. I don't regret it at all. But at the same time, I don't feel fully great about how I've been doing it. What activities I've been choosing to spend my energy and efforts and on, and then what I'm thinking about later and how I feel about it. So it's just icky. Sometimes we're not meeting our own expectations. So we have those daily tasks and actions and whatever stuff, the day-to-day stuff that we're doing isn't aligned with our greater purpose and our calling or the mission that we're on right now. So for me, that's helping helping millions of women around the world to feel better about themselves and be okay being vulnerable and sharing this kind of stuff and saying, hey, wait a minute, I remember now that everybody feels this way sometimes, and I'm going to quit beating myself up about it. So, yeah, I've got a mastery level skill, badass skills in beating myself up, and that's not something to be proud of. And so I just want to share that sometimes I feel crappy too. 10 years into business and things aren't necessarily going the way I want. They're not at the uber level that I had hoped I would be at this point, and I've been jacking around, drinking too much wine, eating too much chocolate, watching too much Netflix. And I was working on a project yesterday, and I thought, why didn't I do this 3 weeks ago? Well, I'm not missing deadlines or pissing off clients or screwing things up. It's just that constant expectation that we have of ourselves of being above the bar. And we can expect that we're going to be above average and amazing and A plus in every single area of life and business, but we can't do it all at the same time. So how do we feel better in those moments? I don't want to relax my standards. That's what my clients say. That's what I say as well. I don't want to relax my standards. Well, it does take some relaxing of standards, but only where it actually doesn't matter. We have to really evaluate what truly matters and what is important to me on a deeper level. What am I going to say, on my deathbed, everyone's favorite? What am I going to regret not doing more of, and what am I going to say, I wish I hadn't spent more time on that crap? So, that's a good litmus test in the moment as to what's important and what we should be spending time on. So yeah, I haven't been meeting my expectations. So I need to go back to going back to what I know works. And one of the things that I do naturally, thank God, almost every time, and if it doesn't happen naturally, then I can kind of force myself into it, is express my gratitude. I start thinking, I work myself, I'm upset with myself. I should have done this. I could do this better. I need to do this better tomorrow, whatever. And then I go, oh my gosh, I'm so grateful for everything that I have in my life, my business, these amazing people I get to work with, these amazing women business owners that I get to work with every day. and lots of other amazing people. um, and my personal relationships, my home life. I mean, I have so much to be grateful for. And when I just really express that gratitude and I remember and I take a deep breath, and maybe there are some other specific things I do, get right out the to-do list. So yesterday I had, okay, here's a list of things that just off the top of my head. All right, I'm gonna feel better if I tackle, X of these today and a few more tomorrow, whatever. So it's going back to what we know works and letting go, learning to let go of some of the stuff and not beating ourselves up. There is a place for love in business, and the best place to start first is loving ourselves. Yes, it's kind of hard for some of us, but oh man, it makes such a difference. And so I'm still learning to love myself and care for myself well, and it's a tightrope walk of self-care and having fun and learning how to relax and still kicking ass in business. So I still know, because I've experienced it, that having it all is not a myth. It's not supposed to be hard. We've convinced ourselves that, oh, I have to suffer and I have to sacrifice myself. I have to throw myself under the bus in order to be, what, successful? Measure of success might be how many hours we get of sleep at night. It might be how many meaningful conversations we had in a week, how many relationships we moved forward, how many people we helped, how I feel, how much joy I feel in the moment on a day-to-day basis, whether I feel at peace when I lay my head on my pillow at night. So it's two things. It's reframing, it's getting that mindset of there's a bigger picture here, and it's about so much more than a task list. And it's also about making sure that those daily actions and tasks are in alignment with our bigger purpose and mission. So I feel so much better just, as I was driving back to my office after a meeting this morning, I was feeling disgusted and I thought about doing this video. And by the time I thought about what I was going to say, I already felt better because I realized how grateful I am for everything that I have. So I hope this is helpful for you. Thank you for letting me be vulnerable and sharing my my fails and my challenges and my road rash with you. See you again soon.